One final preparation to be made. I think we'll attempt to surround Mogrim if we can. Sneak up on him if possible. Though he may have defenses against that, but we'll find out soon enough. My hope is that we can just sneak up next to him and surround him so he can't cast any spells. Let's try it. Oh. Ah, another portal. Alright. Where to? Ah, the roof. Quite the rainy day out. Let's keep looking around. Oh, hey! Look!
You are welcome in my service, Paladin. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation.
Do you renounce your false god of justice, Arabeth the Tamaran? Do you renounce your god, your lord, and your people who have betrayed you?
I do.
Will you lead our glorious army in the name of your new mistress?
I will. I will lead them.
Then be the terrifying blackguard of our mistress Morag that you are meant to.
I shall. Neverwinter will fall before our might.
Remember, Morgan, that it is of great importance that the other words of power be located. You must beware Hadrian, however, as she will... you have been lax, Morgrim. We have intruders.
Alright, well, they discovered our presence. I guess invisibility only goes so far. First of all, Mogrim himself. Finally, we see him. There is something very strange about the expression on this man's face. His very presence radiates extreme evil. Erebeth's undergone a change. Her armor is now black. Her portrait is now far more evil as well. Erebeth stands here with a blank, passionless, mask-like visage, like armor for her soul. And Morag, this must be the mistress that was referred to constantly. This creature radiates a cold, calculating evil presence. Alright, well, they've spotted us. Let's get in there. Locked?
The word of power cannot fall into the hands of the enemy. Take Erebeth and leave now. I shall summon my own servants to deal with these fools.
Alright. Must be a lieutenant of some kind. Not much of a threat now, are you? See if I cannot, Oh, that was weird. Hang on, where'd those mages go? Are they invisible? They are. Alright, hang on. Flame arrow. Oh, of course. Worth noting because I've leveled up. I shoot 3 arrows at once and that guy just killed himself.
The rage of the red tiger!
With his own fireball. Yeah, Flame Arrow now shoots 3 arrows instead of the 2, so even more damage. Very good spell. Alright, so a lot happened there. We know they're after the words of power, but we knew that before. Erebeth has officially betrayed us, although again we knew that before. All in all though, disturbing news. What is this? It looks impressive. Let's remove some of these pesky stones here. They weigh a mere ½ pound. I actually don't even need them now. Actually, I don't need them now. We're done. There is no need for these stones anymore. So I will take that armor and examine it further at a later date. All that's left is to, I guess, explore this roof and then return to Aaron again. Well, just money. I was hoping for something more substantial. Unfortunately not. The corpse. A note and a Stone of Recall, huh? By the nature of the note, it is clear that the body upon which it was found was that of a spy in Arengen's employ. His mission had been to protect Lady Arabeth from any hidden dangers that may have befallen her. Well, unfortunately he failed, and... stairs going back down, huh?
Guards!
Oh. Flame arrow. That is really powerful now that it shoots 3 arrows. Interesting. Mogrim's laboratory, huh? This could prove very interesting. Let's search the chest here. Is anything trapped? They're not locked. Some spirits. Well, at least the man has good taste in alcohol. Potion of Cure Critical Wounds, and Mogrim's Journal. This should be the interesting read. Let's take a look. This small book is filled sparsely with notes in Mogrim's now familiar scrawl. Several entries are of particular interest. The tower is ours! That over-ambitious fool Arklam trusted me far too much. I would gladly have ended his undead existence had his demon witch not sent him away so quickly. Well, he'll not have use of her advice any longer. I've seen to that. Okay, next entry. Morag is displeased with me, however. So far the wizards I have sent forth from the tower have found only one of the words of power. She needs them all. We shall have the one in Neverwinter soon, and once the last 3 are located, all shall be as Morag wished. I remain confident of success. And this next entry is a few days ago, rather a week ago in our time, when the plague was still a threat. The plague ravages Neverwinter, just as Morag foretold. With each death by wailing, she grows stronger. Already she is able to appear in corporeal form, and with the coming war, she shall become even stronger still. And here's where Dalen Fogg and I stopped the plague. I have received word that the old fool Nasher has been successful in stopping the plague, having acquired help from some adventurers. No matter, the deed is already done. Neverwinter is weakened, and what strength it has lost, Morag has gained. Morag says that Nasher's execution of the fool Fenthic will only serve us. Soon his greatest champion shall be ours instead. And the final entry here. The High Captains decimate each other daily, just as I suspected. I care not whether any of the fools actually succeed. Better as they all die, for none of them will lead the army as I promised them. Morag's nightly visits to Arabeth have had the desired effect. The former paladin has come and lain herself willingly at our feet. She shall lead the great host herself as Morag's champion. The words will be ours, and Morag shall triumph. Glorious shall be the day. Very well. Dire news, though. Well, I'll inform Aaron of his spy. Still, though, it's very... Oh, there's no way back. I see. And I do need the Stone River Call. Very well then, I'll just use it. Aaron, again, we have much to discuss.
We are fortunate that you have found the location of this cult, hiding amongst the wizards of Luskan's host tower. It is now clear how they possess so much power and stealth.
More than you are aware of, friend. I have discovered all I can about the cult within the host tower.
Well done, my friend. I knew Lord Nasher's faith in you was well justified. Come then, tell me what you have learned.
Well, the diplomatic pass you made for me did in fact work. I actually managed to slip.
I see. This enemy is far more elusive than I suspected even. For the name of this Magram is unfamiliar to me. As is this creature you describe as his mistress.
Indeed. More, I believe her name was.
That Lady Erebeth has fallen to become a blackguard, and even leads their gathering army is far worse than anything I had feared. Dire, dire news indeed.
My words exactly, actually.
But what of this Magram's purpose, my friend? Were you able to discover anything of the reasoning behind all this madness?
Indeed, actually, upon climbing the host tower, I met a few prisoners who shed some light on the...
This is perhaps the first good news I have heard so far. It shows us that we are ignorant of much, and must catch up quickly if we are to survive. But at least you have brought us hope.
Well, hope will only carry us so far, my friend.
Come then. Let us return to Lord Nasher quickly, and relate what you have discovered. Then perhaps we will see what must be done next.
It shall be a long trek, but onwards.
Within the host tower of the Arcane, the enemy was finally revealed. Morgrim Korothir, madman, prophet, the one responsible for the Wailing Death. And with this revelation, a second betrayal. Erebeth, driven mad by her lover's execution, sought vengeance by joining Morgrim's cause. Together, they roused a fearsome army and prepared to descend upon Neverwinter. But an even greater evil threatened the city. The words of power, remnants of ancient magic long forgotten, were being sought by Morgrim's followers to bring devastation to the north. Neverwinter's champions were sent to the northern wastes of the Uthgard tribes to unearth these lost artifacts. For if Morgrim were to find the words of power first, the city of the north would surely fall.
Here we are. Where is here? Beruna's Well. Day 1 of the 10th month. Wow, it's been roughly 20 days then. I suppose we did have to travel back to Neverwinter, formulate a stratagem, and then come this far.
This has become something of a habit, has it not? Once more, Neverwinter is threatened, and once more you are called upon to save us all.
Well, I shall do my very best, good sir.
Yet this time you will be reporting directly to me.
Oh?
With Erebeth's defection, Lord Nasher has elevated me from the role of spymaster to that of his right hand.
Congratulations on the promotion then, Sir Arengan.
To be honest, I much prefer to stay in the shadows. Yet Neverwinter has need of me, so I will serve without complaint.
Well, yet again, it is an honor to serve the City of the North, Aaron.
Neverwinter has need of all her allies now, whether they serve for honor, duty, or gold.
Indeed.
I have examined the reconnaissance reports of my operatives in the field, and the situation is grim indeed.
Go on.
The Luskan armies are marching against Neverwinter with Erebeth at their head, ravaging the land as they pass and leaving only destruction in their wake. Perhaps even more troubling are the reports of orcs and some of the Uthgard tribes joining Erebeth and the Luskan army to pillage and plunder.
Indeed, the Elk tribe, as we found out in the host tower. Is there no one who will come to the defense of Neverwinter?
The Lord's Alliance has come to our aid. Without them, our plague-weakened city would already have come under siege.
Very good.
And several of the Uthgard stand with us.
Oh?
The Red Tiger and Black Lion tribes have made camp with us here at Beruna's Well, and Uthgard Holy Site.
I see.
But Erebeth and the Luskan army are best left to the generals in the field. You have a much more important mission.
Erebeth was a good friend, but she would be a frightful foe. Have your spies learned of anything about Morgrim?
The few reports I have heard of Morgrim indicate he is not with the Luskan army. It seems he is content to leave the battles to Erebeth. I believe Erebeth and the Luskan invaders are but a decoy, a distraction to draw our troops and resources away from the true threat.
Go on, what do you mean by that?
It has not been easy to gather information on Mogrim's cult, but we know they are frantically searching for the ancient artifacts known as the Words of Power. Though we do not yet know what these words are, or why Mogrim desires them, we know there are at least 3 of these artifacts. We must not let them fall into the hands of the cult. You must find these ancient words before Mogrim does. If you do not, then I fear any victory by the Lord's Alliance will prove meaningless.
I see. What shall I do with these words of power when I find them? Shall I return them to you here, or shall I keep them on my person?
If you find one of the words, bring it back to me here. My underground network will transport it to the safety of Lord Nasher's castle.
Is that wise? That's where the Luskan army is assaulting. I suppose not my place to question. You are the right hand of Nasher, but, any ideas where I should be looking for these words of power?
There are reports of Mogrim's followers searching throughout the land. The hills and mountains to the north, the forests to the west, even the sprawling farmlands to the south.
Well, this seems familiar.
I wish I had more guidance for you. Perhaps you can learn more from Lillian Cambridge, an expert on ancient artifacts who claims to have some knowledge of the words of power. Lillian has promised to offer whatever help she can to any of my agents in this matter. You could probably find her in the tavern in the southeast corner of the camp. I know this may seem an impossible task, but I can think of no other person I would rather have undertaking this mission than you.
Very well, then. Anything else?
I regret there is nothing more I can tell you. Even the little information I have already given came at great cost. Many of my best men and women gave their lives for it.
Final question, then. Where may I get some supplies?
This camp has been set up to serve as a base for both the war effort and those searching for the words of power. In the various buildings, you will find whatever type of store you require.
Very well. I begin my preparations, then.
I wish you luck in your mission. The very survival of Neverwinter may depend on it.
Huh. A few more of these henchmen, but only one man I care about coming along with me.
Greetings and well met. It is good to look upon you once more. No doubt Aaron Gend has brought you here to aid in the search for the words of power.
Indeed, it is good to see you again, Dalen Red Tiger. After Erebeth's betrayal, I meant to travel to the north in search of the quest to prove myself to my tribe. Yet even as we parted ways, I suspect we would meet once more, Krael. And then I heard of Arengen's call for all those who would serve the cause of Neverwinter to join the Lord's Alliance here at Beorun as well. A holy place to the Uthgard. I thought it might be a sign from my own gods. After all you have done for Neverwinter, I knew you would be here, Krael. That is why I came, to join with you once more. I feel our fates are bound together. I would be honored to have you join up with me, Dalen. Alright. And of course, we can't forget. Oh, I can't summon Fog yet. Well, fine, I'll summon her later.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Let's talk for a moment. Do you have any advice or suggestions about the mission on hand? I have little knowledge of these lands. My tribe is far from here, though I did pass through the Elk tribe territory near Fort Ilkard on my journey to Neverwinter. Yeah, we know the Elk tribe is involved with Luskan, but you ought to know better than anyone here about the Uthgard tribes. What can you tell me about the Elks and Fort Ilkard? The Elk tribe are of the Uthgard people, as was my mother's own tribe, though their territory is to the south of Neverwinter. Like all of the Uthgard, they are hunters and warriors who live off the land. I cannot imagine why the Elk tribe would suddenly ally itself with Luskin's forces. I sense there is something more to this, Krael. How so? I have only met the leader of the Elk tribe once, a great chieftain named Zokon Thunderer. He struck me as a noble and honorable man, a true Uthgard. We Uthgard are warriors, not savages. It is not our way to slaughter settlers and wage wars upon Fort Ilkerd without justification. There is something strange behind the Elk tribe's alliance with Luskin. The only way you will solve this mystery, Krael, is by going to Fort Ilkerd. I see. Well then, that shall be what we do. Let's look around for a moment here. So, I need supplies, I need to sell things, I also could do was buying a few things. Let's take a look here. Beoruna as well. The name Beoruna does ring a bell for me, though I can't remember where or why. Was she married to Uthgar, the original god of the Uthgar tribes? Or was she merely a champion for them? I truly cannot recall. I have not read up on that subject for quite a while. Regardless, there's Erengen's Lodge, Drinking House, a mercenary enclave, and a Temple of Tyr, as well as many-starred Cloak Enclave, Trading Post, Uthgard Settlement, and a Druid Grove. Alright. Well, now we know the lay of the land here. Let's go speak to what I assume is Eltora. After all, she seems to be the one in charge of anything arcane related around these parts. That's not a bad thing, mind you, but she can be such a shrewd when it comes to buying and selling goods. Indeed, Eltora.
Welcome to this rather temporary branch of the Guild of the Many-Starred Cloak. Is there some particular item of strange and wondrous magical properties that you seek? Or perhaps you've come to make use of the little laboratory I've set up in the back?
Well, the laboratory could be interesting, but for now I wish merely to buy some supplies. First of all, anything new in stock? Indeed. Master Adventurer's Robe. Better than the previous ones, this will soak 10 damage up to a +3 weapon. Very nice. Various robes here, we've seen it all before. Better cloaks, though. Well, you also sell +2 weaponry, huh? Very nice. I have some things to sell, though. I'll sell the Scroll of Acid Arrow, Fire Bullets, Wand of Missiles, Will of the Lost. This is going to take a little while. I have a lot of things to sell here. Various rings, too, for that matter. This cannot be used. And, I'll also sell... I think I'll actually sell all of these rods, honestly. I mean... The Rod of the Ghost has been nice and all, but my cast lasts nearly twice as long now. Rod of the Frost has not been useful since the Academy. I don't think I'll dishonor Jeru's memory by selling it to Eltora. Rod of Reversal is nice, but now that I have access to Grey Dispelling, I know I no longer need it. I could actually have her guard the phylactery of Karlet's Jarg. I think I will. Because I'm going to be placed into a lot of danger. It may not be very safe on me, so she can watch over it for me. I will, of course, keep Dalen's Amulet. That is just a treasure to me. And, I've also got this Harp of Pandemonium, the Staff of Defense, and some armor here. What is it, though? It is Enkidu's armor. The first example of this item was created for Enkidu, a famed warrior of Karatur. None dared challenge him in fair combat, but he was often subject to sneak attack from assassins, ninjas, and Wujin. His armor was designed to prevent such cowardly actions from succeeding, protecting the wearer as well as the honor of the attacker, who would otherwise shame himself. Copies have been made, though they vary in power when compared to the original. It's a +1 full plate, I guess, or half plate, with damage resistance against slashing and piercing. Not bad. But I will of course sell it to Otora, for obvious reasons. Very good, very good. Various scrolls, including what I mentioned earlier, power word kill, power word stun as well. Mordekainen's sword. Basically just summons a powerful greatsword to fight for you, or a helmed horror rather. Mass haste, prismatic spray, time stop. Spell level 9 is the highest level for spells that you can reach. The caster is able to defy the sands of time, casting spells, moving about, and attacking normally, while the rest of the world appears to be suspended, as if in stasis. Rater planar binding, huh? Basically a more powerful version. Not bad. Very interesting selection here. You likewise sell some stuff here. Staff of Power. Different amulets and wands and such. A healer's kit. I will probably seek better healer's kits from the Temple of Tyr. Also, I have no need for Mass Charm or Mass Blindness and Deafness. I have Confusion for that. I'll need Clairaudience and Clairvoyance, but I will keep the rest of these though. They could be very useful. I believe that is it for this. Thank you, Otora. You've been very useful. As always, I now have a great fortune. I was going to say small, but no, I have 100,000 gold. I should really spend some of this, though again, the bag of holding is helpful. Let's see about upgrading some weaponry here. Temple of Tyr, Mercenary Enclave. Is there just sort of a simple blacksmith? That may be the trading post. This guard wishes to speak to me. Alright, well, what have you to say? I'll speak to you later. Hang on, guard. I really want supplies. Let's look for some sort of smithy. Perfect! Alright, so trading post is the smithy.
Hello there.
Greetings, friend. Husher Clay at your service. Care to check out the wares here at the newest branch of my adventuring gear shop? Ah, a bit of an entrepreneur, are you? Very well. Let's see what you have. Merchant reaction is unfavorable. Very well. Things will cost a bit more then. What do you have? Very powerful stuff. +3 armors. Ooh. What are weapons? Wow, you have +3 weapons as well. I'm actually very tempted to buy some +3 weapons from this man, actually. I could buy a +3 light crossbow for 8 grand. Well, you know what, though? Let's, charm person. Failure.
Hello there.
Now let's shop. Unfavorable. Curses. I had hoped that I could, snag a bit more of a cheaper price with that small gesture. Worked well in Neverwinter, though I suppose here they're a bit tougher in the mind. Very well then, if I must pay more, I suppose it will be worth it for these goods. I will buy the +3 crossbow. It's +3 to attack bonuses. Wait a second. Truly, just attack bonuses. If that's the case, I actually have no need for it. I thought it also would be damage. Ah, I see. The melee weapons have the enhancement bonuses. So what about the heavy crossbow version? No, it's also just attack bonus. Very well then, my current weapon shall suffice. If I had a longbow, that would work better. Alright. Fair enough. I will buy a spear +3 though. I much prefer spears and staves. Or should I go for a quarterstaff? Quarterstaff is a 1d6 bludgeoning. Spear is a 1d8 piercing. Which one weighs less? 3 pounds. 4 pounds. Alright, so all in all, I think the spear is better for my option. I will buy it. It will serve as my new weapon. Very nice. It's gold. Very elegant looking. I have ammunition. And what do you have here? Various scrolls and such. What is this? Staff of Valmaxian. It gives +2 armor. It's actually a +3 weapon, so it would actually be a combat weapon as well. Allows you to cast Chain Lightning, Ethereal Visage, and Fireball. In ancient times, the proud and quarrelsome wizard Valmaxian was a man of great power and prominence. He crafted this staff with the aid of a demon, all to win the heart of Chasiana, the daughter of a long-dead master. When the debt came due, the demon demanded Cassiana as his price. In a rage, Valmaxian descended into the abyss and used the staff to battle the demon and rescue the woman he loved. Cute. What else do we have here? Nothing extravagant. You sell a bag of holding. As well as various harps. This one's very expensive. As well as traps, huh? Bag of holding's very tempting, but I only have room for one backpack. So, alright then. Are you similar to Merrick's forge back in the Neverwinter?
Hey, what?
Welcome, noble sir, to Baron's smithy. I, of course, am Baron, master dwarven smith, and creator of fine magical items. How may I be of service to you today? Aha. So you are similar to Merrick's forge. I'll be going now. Though, good to know, so if I see any reagents or ingredients, I will hold on to them and see what can be made. Very interesting. Alright, now to the guard who sought me out. I now have a spear, which is good. Alright.
Something I can do for you?
You going up to the top of the plateau to see Bearwood as well? If you are, just watch your step. I wouldn't trust these Uthgard savages as far as I could throw them. And who are you? The Lord's Alliance figured it might be good to post a guard here at the base of the plateau to warn people. Past this point, you're entering the heathen camps. You can go up if you want, but watch your step. We don't want any trouble with the Uthgard camped around Bearun as well. Anything else up there? Oh, there's a druid grove up there. I think it's run by a man named Usam. You know them druids. Nature this and nature that. I guess that's why he'd rather stay up there beside Bearun as well with the primitive Uthgard, instead of down here with us civilized folk. And, what can you tell me of the Uthgards? Yeah, one of the Uthgard tribes, one of the Uthgard tribes has joined the Lord's Alliance, the Black Lions, I think. I don't really trust them heathens, but I guess we need all the help we can get. They've gone and set up their camp on top of this plateau. And what do you know about Bearun as well? Yeah, you know, Bearun as well. It ain't much to look at, but I guess some people figure it's a big deal, what with the historical significance and all. Bearuna was some Uthgard hero, or so they say. The legendary father of their people or some such nonsense. They say he built that well atop of this plateau. I don't believe the legend myself, but the plateau is a holy site for the damned Uthgard. Guess that's why they built the camp here. Yeah, I'll be going now. She's a little bit too ignorant for my likings. I would rather speak to someone in charge.
Well met!
The armies of Luskan pillaged the land, and the Uthgard Elk tribe have joined their cause. But we of the Black Lion tribe will stand against them with honor. There's you, Sam. Let's look around a bit. Dalcy over there. The well itself. Let's speak to the druid here.
Welcome, friend. I am Usam, Druid of the North, liaison between the Lord's Alliance and the Uthgard.
I see. You are free to take solace in the tranquility of my grove if you wish. Or is there some other reason you have sought me out? My name is Krael Ironpike. I work for Aaron Gend. When the Lord's Alliance set up camp here, Aaron told me that he was recruiting agents to search for lost artifacts of ancient magic. I wish you success in your quest, though, as I told Aaron, I am more concerned with the plight of the Uthgard. Plight? What do you mean by plight? What's going on? My child, this war takes a terrible toll on the Uthgard. The armies of Luskan lay waste to their lands, and the Black Lion tribe has lost many warriors battling along the Lord's Alliance soldiers. But it is for the Uthgard Elk tribe that I worry most of all. They have aligned themselves with the Luskan destroyers to slaughter the defenseless settlers around Fort Elkard in the south. Oh? As liaison, you have no power over them. Once, the Elk tribe welcomed my counsel, but they have since turned their back on the way of nature. The emissaries I have sent to investigate have all been ruthlessly slain. You are not a child of the nature, so perhaps you cannot understand the pain I feel over what has happened with the Elk tribe. Seems you also care about this. Perhaps I could investigate this with you for you, Sam. Your offer is generous, child. I cannot leave this grove, and there is nothing else, and there is nowhere else I may turn for aid. I fear, however, you do not truly understand what you are about to undertake. Such a task would be dangerous, my child. The Elk tribe have slain all who have tried to parley with them. But if you discover why the Elk tribe have turned their back on us, I would be most grateful. The Elk tribe have fortified themselves in their keep to the west of Fort Elkard, although they continue to make raids on the fort. Perhaps if you go there, you can find them and speak to Zoka and Thunderer, their chief. Alright. I'll be back when I learn more of them. But, first...
Welcome, my child.
Supplies. For now, what do you have? You sell better boots of hardiness. Actually, they are definitely better. They give more armor and more constitution. Very well then. Upgrade is upgrade. All my money gone. But I have more armor cost and more health now. What is this? Uthgard Ceremonial Belt, huh? Immune to death, magic, disease, and improved fortitude save. Very interesting. Light armors. +2 weaponry. I see various things here. And healer's kit's +6. Very tempting, actually, but I think now... Do I have a 20 armor class? Effectively, I hope so. Very nice. But it's actually 22 against evil, so very cool. I like it. I will buy healer's kits from this, man. I think buying up to 10 yet again. There we go. I'll put them in the bag of holding. Put them here for now. Very good. Very good. I have quite a few things to do, actually. But I'm not quite ready to head out just yet.